good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk Team-Up Oscar Award Music. So, man, my guy Chris Rock is looking like Mother Teresa. I mean, Will Smith is looking like he was selling drugs all his life. But Chris Rock has played this chess move very, very perfectly. It's like, the San Francisco 49ers West Coast offense under Bill Walsh. I mean, we were a force to be reckoned with. But execution is key, guys. And Chris Rock, he looks like a superhero now. He has turned everybody against Will Smith. Well, stop the show. Will Smith did it to himself. But he's been a class act, right? And people want folks to know about how he feels about the Oscar slap. Well, Chris Rock has said this in so many words. Take music! I'm okay. I have a whole show and I'm not talking about it until I get paid. Life is good. I got my hearing back. Now, I want to kind of go back to that, right? I'm not talking about this shit until I get paid. Now, I want to talk about how tactical this is, right? And many people who are on jobs, like I know guys, something happens to them, they get a racial discrimination, they can prove it, things like that. And what they may do is damage themselves before the big payday and do that. But Chris Rock is not giving any interviews for free. He understands that what happened to him and his side of the story is worth money. And a lot of times our personal feelings, and we can see this, and this is something that I'm learning myself. Self-control is very, very key. Keeping things to yourself, knowing what your value is key, and not running your mouth when you don't have to. Why give the tabloids free publicity? They don't need it. People would pay for it. Why give it to them for free? So many of us would have been trying to get more clout, try to get more notoriety, want to be on Instagram. That's what happens with rappers. You know, something happens to rappers, they go to Instagram Live and give everything for free for bloggers to talk about. But see, when you're Chris Rock, you don't need clout. You already have it. People who already have clout don't really need it. What Chris Rock needs is some money. And I also want to talk to you about this, guys. Having people around you that can advise you is also key. Because maybe Chris Rock may not have known this. Maybe he wanted to go out and talk about it. But guess what? Having the right people around you is key. It's key. You know, you may be thinking about doing something, but like, yo, bro, this is actually worth money. Like, let's not give this away. Netflix will pay you $10 million for a stand-up for them. Why not wait and then get the $10 million from the stand-up? Keep it to yourself. You'll sell out all the tours because people will want to come see you and they'll think that you're going to talk about it and you won't. So you'll get the money that way. Then the next way coming up, we'll get the bag at the end. And what I've noticed is since I've been, aging and getting older, as you get up in life, like these guys who are entertainers have been in the game for a long time. The Chris Rocks, even the Will Smiths of the world. They have people around them. Not that they're not perfect or anything like that. But they have people around them that can guide them into making the right decisions, making the right connections. All right. And this is why having the right people around you is important. Like, for example, this is no shout out Lil Durk, but Lil Durk went to the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. He had like 30 dudes. They all look like they were goons. All right. Now, let me just say this. I know you're keeping it real and all that kind of stuff, but then when something like this goes down, who can advise you? Usually, nobody. Those guys don't know anything about this side of the business, okay? You have to know the people who are on those sides of the business, who can tell you what you're worth, who can tell you what you have and what you're worth. Sometimes people will lie and try to downplay you, but then they won't. And Chris Rock is playing this is a perfect game. And really, self-control is key, guys. Everything doesn't need a response. Everything doesn't need to be talked about. It's not everybody's business. And when you're playing it that way, you're just going to be more successful in the long run. Chris Rock is going to end up with millions of dollars. It will be I'll predict it'll be a Netflix comedy stand-up. It'll be like $10 million. Everybody in the world will be tuned into it. It'll be highly marketed. And it is much better than going to, let's say Entertainment Tonight and talking to them about it for free and killing that $10 million because people will be like, well, I already heard it already. No, keep it to yourself. Wait till you get the check. Give me the money. Give me the cash. If you want it, I'll do it. Everything doesn't need a response. And I think as black men, as we learn that, as we gain those skills, we're able to move further in life because, like I said, life is about reacting to things. Chris Rock could have reacted to that thing and been looked at just as badly as Will Smith. If he would have dragged him, talked about his mama, and he could have turned everybody against him. But the way he played it, the way he held his composure. Was he upset about that? Was he mad? I'm pretty sure he was, right? But he's not going to risk his opportunity to lose money just because Will Smith is acting a goddamn fool. He's not going to do that. He's going to give himself the opportunity to still earn while Will Smith ruins his bag, and then he's going to increase his own money by doing the right thing, by getting the right advice from people, by having counsel, people who are smarter than him. Like, yo, Netflix guy, what do you think? Should I go to this interview? Hell no. Don't tell them anything. And you know that $10 million isn't coming, but you don't know when. But you're still sitting on it. Maybe he writes a book about the whole situation. It will become an instant New York bestseller. It's like having, it's like having like $5 million worth of Apple stock or Bitcoin, and you're sitting on it, but you don't know when you can cash it. But as long as you still got it. And I think as men, as we understand that, life will get subsequently more easier for us. We won't have as many problems. Okay? But if we continue to always react, emotionally respond, shout out to Simple to Be, and I've done that, all you do is hurt your own opportunities. You can control your emotions. You're not an animal. Even animals control their emotions sometimes, right? They have to, especially in the wild. Sometimes they might want to fight. Sometimes it's best to flee. It's not always best to fight. It's best to live another day. And that's what Chris Rock is doing. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.